Week 6 coming up. Atlanta plays Washington. Desmond Ridder versus Sam Howell. We know it. Maybe a Heineke sighting in this ball game. It's going to be interesting. It's going to be very interesting. I'm just going to pull it out right now.
I don't have them.
You don't have them? It's all good. It's all good. I'm calling the audible on this. We do something on this show called Keys to Victory, where we talk about what we think is going to get us the W this coming week. Honestly, we almost boycotted this segment after last week, but we are back and we are going to give out our keys to victory. Alex, we're going to go around once and then go around again. What is your first key to victory against the Atlanta Falcons this week?
Getting after Ridder. I would say that D-line has to get after Ridder. Turnovers, really, getting some turnovers on them. That's what I believe. I think offense will be fine versus Atlanta's defense, but I would say defense is getting after Ridder because Ridder had a bad game. He had a bad game, not the previous one, but what was it before? Who did he just play? He just played
Texans.
He had a good game in Texans, right? But I'm talking about before that game, he was Detroit. Terrible.
I think it was Detroit.
Yeah, it was one of them. Yeah, he was playing terrible, man. If we can get after him, we'll definitely win the game. I really do feel like defense needs to step up, and turn this thing around. You know what I mean? That's what I do believe.
Mm-hmm. Will, what you think?
Yeah, I'm with Alex there about it's the defense. If you're going to say the words Jack's not the problem, well, here's your game. You got your butts whooped on Thursday night national television. You all need to show up on Sunday, and you need to take back this team and be who you think you are. You need to show us. And I think the defense is going to be pissed off, and I think that defensive line is going to make impacts.
Oh yeah. Absolutely. I'm going to the other side of the ball. Last week, Brian Robinson had 6 carries for 10 yards. And as we saw, we were so far in the game that we had 55 straight passes. This week, we need to just help our defense out. We need to run the ball and keep our offense on the field, chew the clock. I want to see a play like when Brian Robinson caught that pass at the goal line and then ran over that Falcons wide receiver and rooted to get in the touchdown. That's what I want to see. I want to see hard-nosed running because when we are not down 10, down 16, early in the game, look at that Philly game, Brian Robinson just digging out yards, getting 6, 7, 8 yards a carry, and that's opening up the passing game for Sam Howell. And then all of a sudden, we're putting up 30, plus points. So I want us to run the ball and early and often. So Alex, what's your last key to victory?
I agree. Well, you did say run the ball. Yeah, that makes perfect sense. Well, I was saying that after the Philly game, man, I really thought we were going to be 5-2 coming back to Philly. I really thought the Bears, what is the Bears, the Falcons, and the Giants. Yep. I thought this was going to be an easy road, and we was going to come to Philly and be like, yo, we back to coming.
I predicted 3 straight victories, too.
I did too, dog. I did too, man. With ease. The Bears, if somebody really betted me like, oh, I bet you $100 the Bears will win, let's bet. No question. Bears ain't beating us. Bro. But that really hurt me. Dog. You talking about somebody was so mad. I turned the game off in the fourth quarter. I was so pissed. But I would have to say, the running game. I would have to say that. And more, if anything, I would say the coaching, man. Get these guys hype. You know what I'm saying? It didn't look like they were ready. I know we had a short week, but the Bears had a short week too. But they looked like they wanted it more, which I understand. They are 14. What was a 14 game losing streak? So I get it, but it had to been against us. Did you know do y'all remember that back in 2006 or 7 or something like that? It was the Detroit Lions. They were god awful. They had Matthew Stafford, Calvin Johnson at the time. Mind you, we had Clint Portis. I think we had Jason. Did we have Jason Campbell?
Probably at that time.
Yeah, Chris Cooley. And They had to break the lose streak versus us. And here come the Bears. It's like we have the worst luck. I don't get it, man. I really don't. And that really just crushed me. The whole time I was thinking about that when I was watching the Bears game. I said, if these dudes come back, I mean, if these dudes win this game, they're going to talk about this Lions back.
But the Lions, the Rams, there was a Rams
Bengals
team.
Did it too.
The Bengals, yeah.
We're slump busters. That's what we are.
That's what we are.
Hold on. So the Bengals was on a losing streak and they beat us?
Yeah.
Winless. Yeah.
We're the biggest slump buster for
I
football
don't know what it is, but it happens.
Yeah. So my keys, actually, I'm going to go against both of you guys and what you're saying. I don't care about the running game because I take Terry, Curtis, and Jahan over AJ, Jeff, and D. Alford. They're three corners. I'll take them all day, every day. I want us to attack their secondary. Jesse Bates is back there. He's a good player, but I will take our players over them every single day. And so I want us to go after these guys and be aggressive.
Oh, I like that.
Hey, I ain't gonna lie to you. I agree with that. When I was watching when we were watching the Bears game, you saw that DJ Moore got 230 yards and 3 TDs. He could have got 4 touchdowns. But you know what I was thinking? I was thinking, like, why isn't Terry doing this? Why isn't Terry getting this? Like Terry and DJ, I would say they're about the same player. Like DJ is not that much off from Terry.
No.
But the day we played him, it's like DJ looked like a whole different player. And I'm like, Terry can do that too. Why don't they feed this man this ball like they're doing, the Bears are doing? So I really do hope, man, that Eric Bieniemy feeds Terry more. And Jahan was supposed to have a breakout year. He's a little quiet, but I think they're just trying to get this offense ready. But I just really hope they feed, like you said, Will, I really do hope they do feed these wide receivers more, man, and let him have a breakout game, because Terry needs to have that breakout game, man.
Yes.
I haven't seen really a big breakout game from him yet. Like, has Terry ever got 200 some yards in a game?
No.
No, I mean, I love him. Don't get me wrong. I love Terry, but I don't think he's a team player, That's what you got to love about him. But it's just like, man, like, be Odell for a second. Just be like, give me the ball. Just give me the ball. Yeah, because I'm telling you, if Terry was like that, because he's not, and I respect it. I'm glad he's not like an Odell, Terrell Owens. But if he was like that in the Bears game, I wouldn't have been mad, because you win games with great players. Great players step up, and you know what I'm saying. But he's not that type of player. But I've seen him get hype on the sideline now. He gets hype. I just hope that I just hope he does that when we really need him. You know what I'm saying? Throw me the ball and give it to me so we can win this game. You know what I mean?
Heineke gave it to him. Heineke would feed him.
Right.
I knew it.
He didn't care. He just Terry somewhere. Go get it.
Yeah. Terry somewhere. Remember that Colts game? Y'all remember that?
That's exactly
Terry was like, give me that ball.
And 2 years ago against the Falcons, he threw that moon ball up. It just happened to land right in Terry's hand.
That was incredible. That's
Yo, my last one, honestly, we're talking about wide receivers. Well, our number one draft pick has had a rough couple of weeks. He had to deal with A.J. Brown, and A.J. Brown bodied him. Then I'm like, oh, well, he doesn't have to play a big receiver. Well, a little receiver bodied him in DJ Moore this last week. He got yanked. Obviously, they were talking to him in the media, but I need to see Forbes. Right? We've seen what happened after the Bills game with Sam Howell and how he responded. 4 turnovers 1 week, no turnovers the next week. And he had us in that game. Forbes has been notably called out and talked about. Everybody has said, hey, you were supposed to be this big guy, blah, 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 and we're seeing what happens. I want to see him take this thing personal, get pissed off, and come out there and shut down Drake London, Kyle Pitts, Bijan, whoever is out getting the pass. I want to see him come in there, and I need some turnovers. This guy had, 6 pick sixes last year in college? I want to see him getting the ball. I want to see him. If I see him going after one, he just missed that pick. Good. You're a ball hawk. You're going after it. And I want to see that. I want to see him out there leaving it all out on the field, because we talk about confidence. We talk about these guys, trying to play. This is the NFL, which stands for not for long. If you can't, every receiver can be great. You know what I mean? If they go up against the right competition. So I want to see Forbes show up and show out and be the number 1 draft pick. Let's go.
Yeah, I totally agree with you, Sean. A lot of people are giving flag about that guy. And now, mind you, I met him at the training camp. I got the video. Did I show y'all the video? I got to show it to y'all, man. I got to send it to y'all. But he was walking into the building where all the players were going, and I nobody called his name. And I was like, oh, I know who that is, because it was the first pick. I'm like, yo, Manuel. And he walked away, and I couldn't see him. But then he came back. He came to me and my kids, man. And I said, oh man, I know you, man, and shook his hand and everything. If you really look at him, man, I think he was probably as tall as me. I'm about 6 foot. But he was skinny as a twig. He was skinny as a twig.
Are you bigger than him?
I was definitely bigger than him. But the dude, I ain't gonna lie to you, man. If you really watch him, I like him. I'm not gonna lie to you. Yes, he did play AJ, but he also, everybody keeps talking about he getting burnt. He also had some good plays on AJ Brown. Even when he got burnt and then we went into overtime, that big play that AJ did, and then Sam Howell brought us back into overtime. In overtime, I think Justin Hurts, right? Jalen Hurts threw it to Brown. What was it? I think 2 or 3 times, and Forbes knocked it down. I don't know. People didn't talk about that, but Emmanuel was so upset that, he stopped AJ Brown in overtime. If you really go back and watch that, he's a dog, man. And when it comes to DJ, man, he was right on DJ. What is it? DJ, I'm having a brain fart.
More.
What is it?
DJ Moore.
DJ Moore, yeah. DJ Moore, man. He was right on DJ Moore. It was hard to tackle him. DJ is slippery, and his weakness is somewhat of tackling, but man, he's right there. If people don't remember last year when Kendall Fuller was getting burnt up, do y'all remember that? He was the reason why we didn't cut him was because he was getting out rebound and he was always on the defender, but he just had bad luck. Like he was just getting out rebound. That's like Emmanuel Forbes. He's right there. It's just not going his way. But I really do think that he'll turn things around. Everybody keeps talking about Gonzalez. We should have drafted Gonzalez. That dude, look who's still in the game. I don't wish no injuries, but that dude's out for the season. Mm-hmm. So, Forbes, he might be little. Everybody thought that he wasn't going to last preseason. So, give him some time. I really do feel like we got a stud. A lot of great corners get burnt there. Darius Slay reached out to him and said that, my rookie year, I got benched. So, I think we got something. I really do.
There's no reason people should be upset over him getting burnt in coverage in his 5th game in the NFL. Right. Now, I am concerned. Ab said it. I can't see another almost got it from him. I'm more concerned about his tackling and some of the effort. Some of the time when they're out there, if they're running towards him, not just a pass, but if a ball carrier is running towards him, he makes some business decisions out there. And that's a little bit of a concern for me. But I think enough film and coaching can fix that.
Right. I will say this. What I have seen from him, and he's real good at, is when the offensive line comes at him and tries to block him, he moves right past them because the offensive line can't get him. And he's too fast and too small. He moves right past him and gets a tackle. So, he'll definitely improve, man. I really do feel like we got a stud, and he's very good in zone. Very good. I don't know why we don't use him more in zone. And when he played that, who was the other wide receiver? I can't think of his name. Smith for the Eagles.
Mm-hmm.
Devontae Smith. Yeah.
Devontae Smith. That ball Devontae Smith caught, and Emmanuel was right on him. You can't play no better corner play than that. Devontae Smith just caught it. It should have been dropped, but it just landed when he fell on the ground. It landed right back in his hands. Emmanuel Forbes played that perfectly. So we got something. People just need to calm down and just relax. You know what I mean?
Right. Oh yeah, absolutely, absolutely.